back my dear students in online classes of English. Today we will do English grammar. Okay, in last video of English grammar we have learnt about sentences. What is a sentence? A group of words which makes complete sense and expresses our thoughts is a sentence. Right? In that we have also learnt about the use of capital letters, full stop, comma, question mark, exclamation mark, etc. Right? All these marks and symbols are called as punctuation marks, which is our next chapter, that is chapter number 4, punctuation marks. Okay. Before we start or jump into the chapter, let me ask you a question. Okay. See, the question is like this. A mother has 4 sons, north, south and east. What is the name of the 4th son? Can you tell me the name of 4th son? Yes, almost all of you will say the name of the 4th son is West. But I would say it is a wrong answer. The correct answer is what? Now you might have been confused how what is the correct answer, right? See here. If you will see or if you will notice, the sentence ends with a full stop here. That means it is a complete sentence, and here what is treating as the name of the 4th son. Understood? Now you have seen the power of the punctuation marks. Now let us see what is punctuation marks. Okay. Punctuation marks are used to express appropriate meaning of the sentence. Okay. It is a group of signs or marks in English language which used to indicate pauses or stops in the sentence. Okay. Now we will see why it is required. Why punctuation marks are required in the English language. See, in speaking, we add pauses or stops directly to express or convey our meaning properly, right? But in writing, the writer has to define where the reader needs to stop or pause so that the reader can understand what the writer is saying or want to explain in the sentence, right? So that's why punctuation marks are very important in English language. Now see page number 14 of your textbook. What gets a capital letter when we have to use capital letter? We use capital letter on the names of people or pets. For example, Raj and Rita are going to school. Raj and Rita are names. So we have written the names, the first letter of the name as capital letter, R capital. Right? Next, one more example. They have a dog named Rover. The dog named is Rover, so it starts with a capital letter R. Understood? Next is we use capital letters before months of the year and days of the week. For example, every Sunday we have a holiday. There are 30 days in the month of June. See, Sunday is a day of the week. So we have written it with capital letter. June. June is a month of the year. So we have written J capital in June. Understood? Like this, name of holidays. Diwali is the festival of lights. Diwali. It is a name of a holiday. So we have written D capital. And names of countries and places. I live in Jharkhand, India. My uncle lives in Perth, Australia. See here. Jharkhand is a place. India is a country. Here Perth is a place and Australia is a country. So we have written all of them as capital letters. The first letter of the word is capital. Next, we use capital letters on the names of buildings, like the famous buildings. The Taj Mahal is in Agra, right? So the Taj Mahal, we write it the first letter as capital letters, Taj Mahal. We write capital letters before the names of books also. The Bible is the holy book of the Christians. So Bible is the name of the book. So we have written B capital here. Next is the word I. Whenever and wherever the word I appears, we have to write it as a capital letter. Okay? Sheila and I are good friends. I am a good child. I capital. Always we have to write I capital. And also the beginning of a sentence. We must help our parents. The sentence, the first letter of the sentence having full stop at the end must start with a capital letter. Okay? Here is the example V, W capital. We must help our parents. Okay, now we will see kinds of punctuation. There are various kinds of punctuation. Here are some most commonly used punctuation marks. That is, first one, full stop. Full stop is also known as periods in American English. Okay, and it is denoted as a dot. Second is question mark. It is denoted as question mark sign. Next is comma. It is denoted as comma. And next is semicolon. It is denoted like this. And colon. It is denoted like this. Two dots. Okay. Here these are only 5 punctuation marks. There are many punctuation marks in English language. So here the first 3 we are going to learn about the first 3 punctuation marks. That is full stop, question mark and comma. Okay, let us know more detail about these 3 punctuation marks. Okay.
Punctuation marks. So, let's start the topic. First, we will learn about capital letter and full stop. Now look at the given sentence. The girl is playing the piano. Now, notice the beginning and the end of the sentence. Here, the word the starts with capital letter because it is the first word in the sentence. The sentence also ends with full stop because it states clearly that what the girl is doing now. Thus, we say that a sentence begins with capital letter and ends with a full stop. Now next rule, the pronoun I is also written in a capital letter wherever it appears. Now let's see the example. Amit and I are brothers. So in this sentence you can see the I is written in caps, means in capital letter. So wherever I word will come in the sentence, we will write it in capital letter. Now next rule is a proper noun always begins with capital letter. Now let's see its example. She gave the book to Kamlesh. Here the word Kamlesh is a proper noun as it is the name of the person. Here name can be of month, day, places, statues, flowers, fruits and so on. It can be any name, but it should be proper noun. Now see the examples. Julie likes her pet dog Bruno. She will come on second Monday in the month of January. Now here in these sentences you must have observed J of Julie and B of Bruno. Then M of Monday and J of January. All the first letters of these words are in capital letters because these words are proper noun. Now next is question mark. Now let's see the example of question mark. How many cookies did you eat? Notice the symbol at the end of the question. It is called as question mark. Thus, a sentence that asks a question ends with a question mark. Now let us look at the few examples. What color is the dog? Will you play with me? Now in these sentences, at the end of these sentences, we have put question mark. And at the beginning of sentence, the first letter of the first word we have written in caps, comma. Now look at the following sentence. My favorite fruits are apple and banana. Here there are only two items to the list, apple and banana. Now look at the next sentence. My favorite fruits are apple, banana and strawberry. Here there are more than two items in the list. So we use a comma to separate them. Thus we say that comma is used to separate three or more words in a list. Comma is also used after introductory words such as yes, no, well, hello, etc. For example, hello, how are you doing? Now, next rule is, it is also used for giving a short pause in a sentence. For example, a lot of people, young and old, rich and poor made the scent. So, children, you must have learned that when we use comma to separate the things given in the list.
Now see your exercise question which is given in page number 15 of your textbook. Question number A, fill in the missing punctuation marks. Okay, there are some blanks and you have to fill the punctuation marks in all the blanks. So the first question is, when is your birthday? Okay, when is your birthday? It is directly asking question, so we will put question mark. Right? Question number 2. We study in Loyola School. We study in Loyola School. We have to put here full stop. It is a complete sentence that we study in Loyola School. Question number 3. What time does school end? We are asking a question that what time does school end? So when we ask question, we use question mark. Next is, why is the dog barking? Again we are asking question. Why is the dog barking? So we put question mark. Next is, in school we study English, Hindi and Sanskrit. There are more than one subject, so we will put here comma. In school we study English, Hindi and Sanskrit. Right? Next question is, the stars twinkle in the night. The stars twinkle in the night. It is a complete sentence, so put full stop. Next is, who is the principal of your school? We are asking who is the principal of your school. So to ask a question, use question mark. Like this, question number 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. There are 15 questions given in your textbook. Try to solve by yourself. I will provide you notes for this, but you also try to solve by yourself all these answers. Find out the answers of all these. Just put the punctuation marks. Okay. One more question is given in your textbook, page number 16. This text has all its capital letters stolen. Can you replace them? See, the paragraph is, last Sunday Sunita and Kavita went for the movie The Lion King at Payal Cinema. They enjoy the antics of Simba and his friends. You have to replace the words with capital letters wherever required and write it the same text with capital letters wherever required here. Okay, so I hope you all have understood the topic punctuation and the uses of punctuation in sentences. I hope you will do your homework. Until then, take very good care of yourself. This much is all for today's video. In next video, we will do the next chapter of nouns. Okay. So take very good care of yourself and have a good day.